Turkish nationals, this in exchange for political favors. Adams' lawyer addressed the charges outside the Manhattan courthouse.
This case isn't even a real case. This is the airline upgrade corruption case.
Joining me now, MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin. Welcome, Lisa. Really interesting. You heard Adams' attorney there minimizing this case. He's placing the blame, in fact, on one staffer. You know that federal prosecutors don't indict someone unless they think they can get a conviction. So are these charges as trivial as they're making them out to be?
No, Alex. In fact, they're not trivial at all, because one of the central allegations here is that Mayor Adams, in exchange for unlawful campaign contributions and other benefits, meaning free travel tickets as well as upgrades, persuaded the fire department of the city of New York to grant a certificate of occupancy for a 36-story building owned by the Turkish government and in which they wanted to house the Turkish consulate. That means that there is theoretically an unsafe 30-plus story building in this city right now for which approvals were granted, not because they deserved it, but because the mayor directly asked for it in exchange for favors from the Turkish government. To me, that's quite a serious allegation.
Adams is set to appear back in court Wednesday. His lawyers are planning to file a motion to dismiss. But how likely is it they're going to be successful after such a short time after the mayor was indicted?
Yeah, I was very surprised to see Alex Spiro, who is the mayor's lawyer that we saw in that video there, announce in court last week that he was intending to move to dismiss so rapidly. We often see criminal defendants move to dismiss. They are rarely successful. And more importantly, we rarely see somebody move to dismiss before they get their arms around the discovery that they're entitled to from the government, be it state or local. So here, they are trying to say that just on the face of the legal charges here, there could be no crime. I'm interested to see how Mr. Spiro makes that argument, but I'm not expecting it to be a particularly successful one, Alex.
So look, there's a lot to go from here to a conviction, but were he to be convicted, what would he be facing?
If Mayor Adams were to be convicted here, he would be facing some decades in prison, and it would depend on the exact nature of the conviction here. There are 5 charges here. One of them is a conspiracy charge that can be quite broad. But the other thing I want to note for you and our viewers is this is one of multiple investigations into the Adams administration. We don't know to what extent the mayor himself is a target of those other investigations, or if they solely focus on City Hall officials and others in his campaign world. To the extent that the mayor himself is facing additional charges, that obviously would add to that time were he convicted. And one of the things I'd be focused on are allegations of obstruction of justice, even in this indictment, for which he's not facing an obstruction of justice charge, but the feds are clearly signaling, hey, if you and others don't play ball with us, this could be what's coming next. I saw that as a shot across the bow at potential cooperators, less than the mayor himself, but that doesn't mean that the mayor couldn't face that charge as well, Alex.
Wow. Sobering, all of this. Okay, my friend Lisa Rubin, open invitation anytime you want to come on and talk things legal with me. Thank you.